Today we are learning and we are studying Parsha Behaalotecha, which is taken from the book of Numbers, chapter 8 to chapter 12. And one of the key factors of this Torah portion is the menorah. Why? Because the menorah is the what Moses instructed us to light at the temple, and the menorah is a candelabra with 7 branches, and they are instructed how the Kohanim, the Levites as well, will be lighting the menorah. But it's important to notice that the menorah becomes the symbol of the state of Israel. But supposedly the traditional menorah was a candelabra without stairs. Why is that? Because they have a kind of a tripod. Because the Kohanim, when they were lighting the Hanukkah and the Levim, the people were not supposed to see their feet. So just I want to share with you how sometimes, and this became later, the sign and the gift that the British gave to the state of Israel when they left, Palestine, and how as well in the Ark of Tito, this menorah is the image of the menorah, but supposedly the menorah that we are learning in this Torah portion was one without stairs. So this is one of the great lessons of this Torah portion that we have. And the name means when the lamps, the fire, the oil will go up, Behaalotecha, when you go to the skies, and that's a kind of a symbol for us that our prayers and our connection with God goes up. That's one of the origin and one of the themes of this Torah portion. But another important one, and it's going to be a very common theme through the book of Numbers, is the complaining. Some of you already know the word kvetch, which is the word in Yiddish which means complain. Here in the book of Numbers, all the complaints will start. People will say why we are here, why we cannot have the same food that we had in Egypt. Here from the manna, from the bread, and the manna will come from the sky. And we'll hear other complaints until Moses will arrive to a point where he said, God, I cannot carry the people. I have no energy to have that to receive that complaints. So God will appoint 70 elders in some way to take that energy that Moses didn't have to follow, and to be able to lead our people. So in a nutshell, we are learning in this Torah portion about the complaints. And I think it's important for us to remember that it's always clear when we are in a congregation to hear complaints. But sometimes it's important for us to ask ourselves, are those complaints justified? Are those complaints real, or we are doing that just for the sake of complaining? And I think that if there is something for us to learn from this Torah portion is, before you open your mouth, before you will make a complaint, think twice. Think twice if that is okay for you to say that. Because, even though we can, and it's that we are free to say and to mention and to say any observation, it's important to distinguish if it's real what we are saying, or we just are saying that because we have to say something. Hope that this will be a great lesson for us this week. Let's enjoy the week. Shalom.
Oh, es ist gut, allein zu bleiben mit